It seems like there's a podcast for just about everything these days, from shows that investigate true crime mysteries to those that take you behind the scenes of your favorite sitcom. Here in North Alabama, the Valley Labor Report discusses labor issues and the rights of working people. News 19's Lindsay Smith brings us the voices behind the mic.
The Valley Labor Report, Alabama's only union talk radio show.
We're not the first people ever in unions. There's been people doing it for, almost like 150 years, right? And so there are things that we can learn from people who won and people who lost.
Jacob Morrison and Adam Keller are the voices in the show, both looking to shift the public narrative about unions and the issues facing workers in the state and Deep South.
Really trying to do what we can to put working people at the center of the narrative in the media, and trying to do what we can to tip the scales, in favor of the people who actually create value in this society.
The show first began in March 2020. It was just Jacob and a man named David Story at the time.
We felt like, and we still feel like, that unions are the best path for working people to make their lives better individually, but also to make their communities and their country and the world better.
Since then, it's grown to a team of 7, with guests on the show ranging from union officials to politicians, activists, journalists, and more.
What I really enjoy is when we hear from rank and file workers and when we hear testimonies about the power of organizing and when they came together with their coworkers and were able to make their lives better. Or when we hear from folks that our show has inspired them to get more involved in their union or to get more involved in their community.
If you listen to the show, Adam says their platform stands out from the rest.
There used to be labor newspapers, labor radio stations, but that's mostly a thing of the past, and we're trying to bring back that independent voice of working people, media that is by and for everyday workers, rank and file folks, not just CEOs, not just billionaires and millionaires, but the everyday people who actually go to work every day and have to scratch together a living.
Reporting in Huntsville, Lindsay Smith, News 19.
The Valley Labor Report airs on 2 local radio stations Saturday morning. You can also catch the show on podcast apps and YouTube whenever and wherever you want. For more information, head to WHNT.com.